I've been a contractor for about 7 years now, and I think I finally have the setup that I want. I know that it's probably a little bit expensive for some people. I mean, it is to me. There's over, I would say, $1,200 in just like storage containers in this van, and you'll see what I mean later. But I feel like I finally got like what I want. Customers always compliment me on it. So thank you for tuning into my video, and let me show you, the viewer, what's inside my van. So starting off with the van, my van is a 2016 Ford Transit 150 passenger edition, and I chose the passenger edition for a reason. This was a medical transport van, and has upgraded leaf springs, so basically it's a 250 but just with a 150 badge. And just because it has windows, it was easier to get financed, and my insurance is a lot cheaper on it. So I know some people hate that wood look, or wood supports, I guess I would call them, but why I chose to go with wood over traditional metal is because metal rattles, and I absolutely hate rattles. I like it when you drive down the highway to your job and everything is nice and quiet, and that's why I chose to go with wood instead of metal. So on the right side of the van, I have, actually the right and the left side of the van, I have basically DeWalt boxes. So this is one box, this is a second box, third and fourth, and all total I have 10 of them. So I think I have 10. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I have 10 of them, and each drawer has a specific purpose. And I picked DeWalt over Milwaukee. And by the way, I'm a die-hard Milwaukee fanboy. As you see, all of my tools are red. I love how Milwaukee makes their tools. I love that everything is battery powered, and I can whip it out, you know, at any time that I want. The only thing I hate about Milwaukee is their pack out system. I hate that I have to take apart every little layer of this pack out, and basically by the time I get to the bottom, there's 3 other pack outs boxes on the floor, and it's just a shitty design. And the Milwaukee drawer system, it has this like metal thing that clips into the top, and I just hate how that looks. Absolutely don't like it. I like the DeWalt system. When you open it and then you shut it, it stays shut, and it doesn't have to have that stupid metal thing that goes on top. So that's why I chose the DeWalt boxes. Every box has a purpose. Like this one is safety items, so I got my hearing protection, caution tape, and high visibility vest in case I need one on a job. This one has extra batteries that I haven't even charged yet, some clamps, garbage bags. This is my knee pads and my pouch for when I'm doing something on my knees. Extension cords, I don't even want to pull that out. This is my measuring cabinet. So I have all my tape measures here. I have my laser measuring device. This is a Bosch. Works really good if you're trying to measure square footage and stuff. My Milwaukee laser that works absolutely amazing. And I cut a hole in the bottom of the box because it doesn't fit, and I don't like to carry their bulky cases. So I just made it fit, and when I push it back, I have to just lift it up a little bit and it closes, and that works for me. Next up is my odds and ends glue gun. This is a tool for the laser so you could see it far away. I have my mineral spirits in case I need to clean something up. I have my little toilet kit for removing fixtures or toilets or anything that comes up. And I don't know why I have this. This one has straps for moving refrigerators and heavy objects. Foxtail kind of explains itself. Stud finder, and this is my multimeter. Comes in handy sometimes. Wire nuts, you know, just in case I need something. This is all my sprayables. So protective enamel, some paint, and this thing, ladies and gentlemen, saves the crap out of your finger. Underneath I have a big grinder with a concrete cutting bit on there. My welder is permanently screwed into the DeWalt box because I use it so rarely. I almost never touch it. This is a Harbor Freight MIG welder, and I don't use the MIG function. I use flux core. It's just more easy for me. The wire for it is on top. And this is all of the welding accessories that I use. Pretty simple. This box has drills. So this is my mixing drill, or basically I use this when I need to drill something very long, like concrete. And this one works just fine. Next up is my air hose, and there's so much space in these boxes. I don't know what to put in there yet, so I stuck my air hose in there. I'm gonna come back to you. This one is tile tools and a float for floating out floors. Finish trowel is the more specific term. These are all of my gloves and new sponges. So like if I need a pair of gloves, I just come in here, grab a pair and go. I don't have to keep looking for them everywhere. Here is all my caulks and hoodies, so like in case I need them. And I have some Loctite glue in here too. My table saw is right here, and I built this whole thing out of wood myself. Basically, I wanted a system where I can get through the side door if I need to, or put stuff here, like I need to take out the trash. But here is the bag that I take everywhere I go with me. But the whole point of this was I can just open the door, take out that bag, and go, and you know, if it's a light repair, go do it with what I have in the bag. But if I need more things, I could just grab it out of the boxes and go. Also, here is 2 fishing poles. And that's in case I'm by a river. I really love fishing. And there's the tackle box for it down there. My table is here. It's mounted very easy. I just have a very simple mount for it. So if I need it, I just pull it out and I set it up. And it doesn't rattle, thank God. Slide that thing back in there and go. These are all of my drill bits. I bought these Milwaukee pack out things from Home Depot while they were on sale, and so it only fits one of these things. So I bought 2 of them, and I bought 3 of these, and I cut one in half. So now I have all of my bits, and I could just grab this and go. They're all displayed. I don't have to look for them. And I think that this is a very amazing system for everyday use. I know it's dusty. This is a work van after all. This one contains all of my screws, nuts, everything of that sort. This one contains all of my like fine equipment. Like I have scribes that you know scribe around the floor. Everything that's delicate is in this one box. This bigger pack out container contains like hammers, scrapers, you know, hand tools that are just straight up metal and I barely use, so it's at the bottom of the container. The bottom pack out is used for my Milwaukee tools that I really rarely use. I rarely use my jigsaw. I rarely use my pin nailer. Rarely use it. Lives in the bottom. On this side, I have my battery bank. So I don't know if these are all charged, but I try to keep them all charged. Doesn't happen all the time. So I bought these little mounts on Amazon. They were like $1 each, and I just screwed them into the 2x4, and now I have all of my batteries on display. I don't have to look for them. I checked the level. My only regret is that I put the charger kind of far away. I designed it in a way that I can come to a client's house, I can open my van, I can run an extension cord into their house. Usually people have plugs on the outside, and I can have 3 batteries charging all at once. Power hungry tools take a lot of battery. This drawer is basically like the junk drawer in your house. I have blades in here. I have like a tire patch kit in case, you know, I need one. Sanding disc, you know, straps, stuff that I really rarely use. It's kind of hard to get to, and I just stick it in there, and whenever I need something, I go in there and get it. This is all of my cutting utensils, I guess I would say. I have all my multi-tool blades here, screws. I have a Bosch level. It's very delicate. You kind of have to keep it, you know, secure. Concrete drill bits, stuff like that. Really easy to find when I need something. This drawer has all of my actual drill bits. So like this one I haven't never opened. I have these in here. Hole saw kit, titanium drill bits. This is a nut and bolt extractor. Everything from Amazon. This is I forgot where I found this, but I found this at, yeah, it was Par Lumber, and it has like all these secret, you know, bits, that security bits that people use. Sometimes it comes in handy. Next one down is I have my grinder and my multi-tool in one drawer. I use these tools so often, especially the multi-tool, that I just gave it its own sort of dedicated drawer, and it just lives here now, and it's really easy to access right by the batteries and the blades. This is all of my tapes, my epoxies, toilet rings I stick in here, my glue. This is very cool. This is if you are removing a toilet, and getting that water out of a toilet is an absolute crap process. So you just pour this in the toilet, water solidifies, like it turns into a gel, and you remove the toilet, no leaks. And then when you're done and you need to put the toilet back, you put it down and you flush it, and it flushes everything out. Really comes in handy. I am a very no mess type of guy when it comes to work, and that just saves me a ton of time. And the bottom drawer right here is the tools I use the most. The most I use is the finish nailer and my handy dandy impact driver. And they live right here, and they never move. That's that. Right here is my chop saw, which is on its last legs. I need to replace it. I made like a little mounting system for it that it just hangs on the wall. It doesn't make any noise. It's just a great setup. I haven't really cleaned it yet because it started raining on the last job I was at. And yeah, my circular saw is right there, and then my framing nailer. And I'm not a framer, but I use this nailer so much. When I have a squeaky floor, I drive a few nails. The nails are cheaper than screws, and it helps all the time, no matter what. Right over here, I have a kind of like a little cubby system, and I have my caulking guns. And then this is a drill pump in case, you know, something floods and I have to pump out the water. This is my laminate and hardwood chopper. Don't have to pull this thing out, you know, to make cuts. My level Milwaukee one lives up here. Over here I have my lawn chair in case I'm eating lunch somewhere and there's nowhere to sit, so I bring that with me. I have my Milwaukee blower and my wire snake. Nails for the nail gun I keep down there. These are my sawhorses. They're husky. They're really compact. That's kind of why I bought them. Come in handy all the time. And I have a shovel here because you always need a shovel in your van. Last week I was at a job and I got stuck and the shovel saved me. I keep all my brooms up there. Well, just the one broom actually. And my Milwaukee vacuum here. My light hung up on some screws. It's not going anywhere. And this is probably my favorite tool, which I don't use often, but it's still my favorite and it always amazes everybody. This is a Milwaukee compressor. I use it for when I install hardwood. It 100% keeps up and it's super quiet, and you could talk while this thing is running. It's very, very quiet. It always amazes customers when you pull it out, and it's, you know, out of a 5 amp hour battery I get 3 or 4 hours of work. I usually run the big 6.0s or the 8.0s in it, and this thing does an amazing job. I have a splitter and I can run 2 hardwood guns off this one compressor and it doesn't even stutter. Amazing piece of technology. Up over here I have my safety kit, and that always comes in handy even when you don't want to cut yourself. Sometimes things just happen and you have to be prepared for that. And these are all of my chargers. I keep everything here. This is how the driver compartment looks like, and I always make sure to bring my iPad with me because that thing keeps me organized, makes life much more simple. Thank you for watching my video on my van setup, and if you enjoyed it, go ahead and press that like button and the subscribe button if you really want to. If you enjoyed this video, please comment, like, subscribe. Thank you in advance, and I will see you in the next one.